You guys can call me Jen. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to be a little bit under the weather. It's officially Saturday today. I intended on starting this vlog yesterday, but I just had like a perfect cozy evening and then suddenly it was 1 a.m. And I was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna go to bed. Forgot to start the vlog, but hi! My hair is not hairing today, so please ignore that. Welcome to the second installment of the December vlogs. This feels apt. I don't know why, but it does. It's the weekend, finally. We're getting closer and closer to the last bits of December, and I'm simultaneously like everything I'm doing is to crawl toward that. And also like in my head with all the books that I want to read, I'm like, oh, I have so much time. It is December 9th today. I don't have that much time. I think I'm gonna put my December TBR because I filmed it as like an extra video. I filmed an extra video for you guys, which was on a whim. So I think I'm gonna put that up on Sunday. So today is Saturday, so I gotta edit it and then put it up at some point today to schedule it for tomorrow. But if you guys, that'll be up already, hopefully. This weekend, what do I have going on? Absolutely nothing except for an oil change tomorrow for my car. So that's what I will be doing tomorrow. Hopefully I don't feel like this tomorrow because I don't want to sit in a Canadian Tire feeling like this. But I'm also a little excited because I do love going to Canadian Tire just to like look at all their Christmas stuff. It makes me so happy. Anyhoozle, this weekend, what am I going to be doing? Reading a lot and crafting, because I not only have my own sweater project that I'm kind of working on, I am really liking it so far, but I also have a vest that I'm working on for my friend because she asked me to make her a vest, like a sweater vest, and she sent me a pattern and she got me the yarn to do it. So I have technically three granny squares completed for this. I need 27 of these and then a bunch of triangle ones because it's a special thing, but that's exciting for that. And I also have some cross stitches that you must have seen in last night's B-roll footage that I'm doing. This is for my parents for Christmas. I have two of them for them for Christmas and then one that I have for another friend that I'm gonna do. But that's what I'm gonna be doing. I'm just gonna get crafty with it because it's the perfect season. We got a storm last night, so we actually have snow now. Hopefully it stays. This has been the most mild winter we've had so far. Where I live, our reputation is winter and how cold we can get. So the fact that it's been like in the pluses for like Celsius degrees for weeks now. We got snow in November and then it melted, then we got a little bit more and then it melted, and then yesterday we actually got hit with like a solid snowstorm. Hopefully it sticks because I want a white Christmas. But it's very mild. Like it's barely -4 right now, which is crazy because usually at this point in time it's like -10, -15. Could get down to like -20 at night kind of a thing, but you don't care about the weather. But it's snowy finally. And whenever it's snowy, I'm gonna do this to see if my phone will fall. It is so much brighter outside. So that just helps. It helps. That's how we get through the winters in Canada. Because the winters get dark as shit at like 4 p.m. All I'm going to be doing is just cozying up as I did last night. I watched my 2 first Christmas movies last night, which was a delight. I had so much fun. I made myself a hot chocolate in this mug. I have literally not used any other mug except for this one since I bought it with my friend last Sunday. I love this mug so much. It is a perfect mug. I love it so much. I've just been washing it every single day because it is technically a hand wash mug. So I'm supposed to do that when I use it, but I just like keep washing it to then reuse it. Sometimes multiple times a day. I love it so much. Anyways, this weekend, what am I gonna be reading? I'm hoping to read Nadia Afifi's The Sentient this weekend, but there is no audiobook for it. So when I'm doing my crafting, I want an audiobook to listen to. I really need to start Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty, which is currently in a pile on the floor over yonder from when I filmed my December TBR because I have so many books that I really want to get through. The goal for this weekend is to try and get through The Sentient and also Empire of Gold so that I can finish that vlog up and like edit it and have it up for you guys so I can start She Who Became the Sun, which is the next series vlog, get that one underway, and then start reading my December TBR in earnest because I have so many fucking books on that TBR. But this is the important one. It just doesn't have an audiobook. So I won't be able to read it while I'm crafting, but I can read it in the interim, which is what I'm going to do now. I finished one Granny Square. I'm gonna have some oranges for some vitamin C. I'm gonna drink my coffee so I don't, hopefully it clears this up. It's probably not going to because it's already like 2:30. Today has just jumped away from me. I don't know what's happening. But I'm gonna try and get a good chunk done of The Sentient. I'm gonna put on a soundscape and read that, and then maybe later I'll pick up Empire of Gold while I do some crafting. Join me, get yourself a coffee, get yourself cozy. Hopefully it's a good one this weekend. Hopefully I get enough read. I've also kind of abandoned the idea of finishing book 3, draft 1 of book 3 in December. I have not touched it since November. I have no will to write right now, and so I think my brain just needs a break, and I might just come back to that one in 2024 at the beginning of the year, which might mean that it becomes a 2025 release. That's okay. I would rather not rush through a book like I did with A Little Luck again, unless I think I can really get it done by fall 2024. But Project Favor, Arima book 3, the title is swimming around in my brain. It's like, say me out loud. I'm not gonna say the title out loud because I want to do something fun in the new year for you guys to guess the title, but that'll happen once draft 1 is done. But I think what I've decided about book 3 is that I am gonna work on it still in December a little bit. I think my main goal now instead of having a finished draft by the end of the year, is to have a good solid outline and a direction for myself when I go back to it in January. I think that's going to be a good place to be because it's the end of the year. I know myself and I know my brain. Right now, we are on Christmas mode. You know how it works sometimes? You reach a moment where everyone's just like, oh, we'll circle back to that in the new year. And everyone just kind of starts checking out in December, because people know that the Christmas season is coming, etc., which is fun and great and dandy. But then there's also the rest of us out here who are like, we still have shit to do until the end of December. So please don't check out on us because we need you to do stuff with us, kind of a thing. My brain is checked out. It's gone. And it's been gone since like November. So I think what I've been learning about my writing life in the past couple years of writing A Second Story and A Little Luck is that my writing is the strongest at the beginning of the year and in the summer. And then when the fall hits, it kind of goes downhill. So this is good information for me to do and for me to know, because then I can actually like plan accordingly and push things around to be more productive when I have the productivity brain. I also want to start thinking about Sage's story more. I want to start plotting that out, so I might do that over the Christmas break. I think that'll be really fun to kind of delve into that and like brainstorm it and like just not let myself like, or not really push myself to any hard deadlines or anything, but just to let myself think about it and be fun with it and come up with ideas, you know? That's always my favorite. I love brainstorming stuff for stories. It makes me so happy. I let myself work on something for like one day on the side, and that is completely out of anything. I've never talked about it anywhere, and I won't unless it actually becomes something. It's like a project that I'm kind of keeping just for myself. I let myself like brainstorm and research for it, and oh, my whole brain just like galaxy brained into the wall. I was so excited and so happy. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna really start thinking about Sage's story because I really want to do that one justice and to really have that one solidly good and have it plotted out series wise before I start actually like publishing it, so that I can really work on it as a series, as like to keep it very solid and whole. And I've been thinking, because it's, you know, end of the year, 'tis the season for goals and stuff, which I'm gonna do a goals video to talk about this more, but I've been thinking about like traditional publishing and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that with Sage's story, but the other projects that I've been working on, it could be really fun to go back into the publishing world, traditional publishing world, and try get those published eventually when I finish writing them. But I'm glad that I kind of took a little bit of a break for the past couple years. I don't remember when I was querying for Project Dream, which was my middle grade. But I do want to get back on that, and I do want to get back on Project Dragon, and there's just so much stuff that I really want to do, but it all just takes so much time and energy that it's years and years and years in advance. So that's why I'm going to do a like writing goals and updated publishing timeline for myself, because I think I have 2 books out now. There might not be anything in 2024. I say that now because there's not really anything planned other than book 3, and I don't know how long book 3 is going to take me. So maybe I'll do like a short story or something at some point to like keep the spark alive. I'm terrified that if I don't release something every year though, as an indie author, people are going to forget about me and forget about my little books. It's fine. It's fine. Anyways, long diatribe aside, I've kind of thrown my writing to the side because my brain is not here for it right now. It just doesn't want to. So this weekend, coziness. That's what you can expect. This is a very long diatribe. I'm going to start reading The Sentient and just kind of stay cozy here on my couch, drink my coffee, eat my oranges, and I'll chat with you guys a little later. But yeah. Hello, my lovely friends. Happy Sunday. I am here. Still feeling like a pile of garbage, but that's all right. It happens to everybody. Hi. I just finished reading The Sentient by Nadia Afifi, and I have thoughts. I was really liking this book, and I got really weirded out at the end. There were a few choices in here that just kind of gave me the ick. It's the best way I can explain it. There's a trans person in here, and the narrative treated her so weirdly. Like, the narrative was like, oh, this is totally normal, like, in our genderless kind of framework that we have, which isn't really true. It's just in the suffix of, like, or the prefix is, what is that? Like, the Mrs. or Mr. or Sir or Madam or whatever. It's just, like, M now instead of giving it like a gender. So it really doesn't like have a lot of, but there's still like she, her, and he, him pronouns, and there's no they, thems across the board. So I don't know about the gender stuff in here. The gender stuff is a little weird, but this poor trans person was just like treated very weirdly by the narrative. Like, the narrative was just like, yeah, it's totally normal to have this be a thing, but then wouldn't stop talking about this trans person being trans for like a solid page. I'm like, okay, we get it. Like, it's normal in the narrative, so it's normal in the story, so why are you making it not normal by talking about it so much in a way that's like uncomfy? Like, it wasn't quite right. And then at the end, one of the characters has a baby because it's like a clone narrative, and at the end the clone like it's someone being cloned through birth, I guess, is the way that this was approached by. And the first question the mother has is she normal? I don't like that at all. That was incredibly ableist. And that's also not the question that people would ask after having a baby. It's, is she okay? And even then, like, homegirl knows that she's having a clone. Is she normal? It gave me the ick. And I didn't like the way that drugs were treated in here either, because there was like recreational drugs, but none of them were really explained very well. And one of the scientists in here was experimenting on people without their consent or knowledge. Yeah, so I was enjoying this, and I was like having a hard time putting it down yesterday when I was reading it. But this last like 100 pages kind of skeeved me out on it and ruined the book for me. I'm so sad about it because I was like so ready to get the second and the third of this trilogy and eat them up too, because I was like, this is so interesting. It's a very academic look at sci-fi. There's a lot of things that are not quite right, and yeah, like, I don't know about this one. I don't know if Nadia Afifi has a degree in this science stuff, but she has two parents who are scientists. So I don't know if the science stuff in here is legit. It doesn't feel legit. It doesn't doesn't feel right. I don't know about this one. That's 2 books now in December that I've done that. Children of Time did that to me, and this one. Whoa. The sentient is done. I don't think I explained to you guys what it's about, but it's about our main character, Amira, who is a brilliant young neuroscientist who's trying to get into space. And at the beginning of this, it's like a placement day type of thing. So that's when she's going to get her, what is essentially like an apprenticeship, but she doesn't get into the one that she wants to get into. She gets into one that's called Pandora, and she gets placed on the cloning team, which is the least liked team out there, super contentious, all this kind of stuff, obviously, because they're trying to be the first people ever to clone humans, which is a very contentious topic. It was a very interesting way of going about it because she is a neuroscientist. So they brought her onto the team because the girl who's being essentially the host for the clone is the last one alive of 3 that they were trying to do this with. And she is coming close to her 3rd trimester when the other 2 died of very mysterious means. So they bring her on because she's also this girl, Rosine, or Roseanne, or whatever her name is displaying some very seriously distressing psychological issues that the other 2 were showing as well. So they bring Amira on, who's a neuroscientist, and she ends up like decoding some stuff in Rosine's memories. And they also have a connection because both Amira and Rosine were raised on like communes. This book has so much. It's sci-fi, it has communes, it has cults, it has new age religion, it has really interesting neuroscience stuff and memories and interesting tech, and it's got a lot going on, and it has so much going for it, but I struggle with that ending, and the writing wasn't very good. Like, I honestly struggled with a lot of it. But it's done. So I finished that today. Yesterday, I also started listening to Empire of Gold, and I got a huge chunk done yesterday. I got to page 304. I didn't even notice how fast I was getting through this. I was listening to the audiobook as I was crocheting, and I just didn't realize how fast I was going through this. But I really enjoyed this, so that's good. At least we're winning on one. That has been my reading for this weekend. As you could tell, I am still unwell. I woke up this morning feeling so much better, but then it just kept devolving throughout the day. So I got my oil changed. I picked up a Christmas present for my dog while I was at Canadian Tire getting my oil changed. I should probably make like soup or something for myself. Make some dinner. Maybe a grilled cheese. Oh, I'd go for a grilled cheese and soup right now. That sounds like a great idea. And then I think we'll see where this evening takes us, but I did also just finish editing the video that I wanted to put up today, so I think I might just put it up online. I need to do a thumbnail for it though before I officially release it, but it's that December TBR extra video type of situation. Probably gonna get more reading done. In a perfect world, I'll finish this bad boy today. I don't know how many pages I have left, like 752 pages. And I'm on 304. 752, 450 pages left to go, roughly. I could be wrong, don't judge my math, but maybe we'll see if I can get a good chunk done of this today. I'm gonna get that video up, get the thumbnail made, make some dinner, read some things, craft some stuff, and enjoy my Sunday evening. Hello friends, it is much later now. I have just read a whole chunk, a huge chunk, a big chunky beefy boy part of the Empire of Gold. Since I last talked to you though, it took me hours to be able to actually decide to read after I finished The Sentient, because my brain doesn't want a brain. I just kept feeling worse and worse throughout the day. I like whatever's happening here is making my brain really fuzzy. So I put on Books and Lala's latest video, which is like an hour and 40 minutes long, a fucking feature film, which we love. And I had dinner, I had my grilled cheese and my soup, which was great. And then I started working on some crafts, and I got a little bit further on Mom and Dad's embroidery, which I'm happy with. One thing with embroidery is that it never is exactly how I picture it's going to turn out when I'm doing the stitches. And then I can't undo a lot of the stitches that I'm doing because you just can't at a certain point in your shit. Like, I guess you could cut it and like redo it, but like, am I gonna do that? So I'm taking my time with it, but I got like a few of the flower things done, and then I did the deer, which took me a long time. And then I was like, I'm done with this. I just want to like go to something else. Just kept like craft hopping tonight, and I just couldn't focus on anything. And then I was like, okay, fine. It's like 10 o'clock. I guess I should start listening to the Empire of Gold. And I'm so mad that I didn't start listening to it earlier and like actually reading it. I haven't put this down physically because I was gonna start listening to it and then doing more crafts. My brain was like, no, you want to read it as well. And now I'm on page 496, and I've had revelations about Alizade. I like him now. We love a consent king, and we love a man who can learn and grow and all that kind of shit. Shannon Chakraborty knows how to write a goddamn book. I have this much left of it to go, but I can't let myself read anymore because I just read what an incredible scene. I know if I let myself read any further, we're gonna get to another scene that I just can't put it down because now we're getting into the latter half of the book, and in the latter half of a book that is the last book of a series, you know that this is when the shit is gonna hit the fan. And so I can't let myself read any further tonight because as someone who is sick currently and has to work tomorrow, I cannot let myself stay up till 4 a.m. to finish this book. I can't. Also, my lovely, beautiful friend Yeleni just finished reading Gideon the Ninth for the very first time. And she was telling me all about it. And we were talking about it. And I got so excited about it. And she started reading Harrow tonight too. So she's like a little of the ways into the audiobook. And it's just making me want to reread The Locked Tube. And if you guys saw my December TBR video, I have so many books that I need to read. I don't have time to reread The Locked Tomb. But I swear to God, if I can find time over Christmas, I will. Because I need to spend... I love my girls so much. And I need to reread Harrow. Because as Yeleni started Harrow, she was talking about some stuff about it. And I was like, I don't remember any of this. It's been a year. I need to reread Harrow. And then actually reread Nona so that I can decode more about it. Anyways, what a night. I can't breathe out of my nose. I need to go to bed. Anyways, I'm rambling. I love this book. I'm having a great time. I wish I could have finished it today. I'll just finish it tomorrow. That's fine. I'll finish it tomorrow and then dive into something else on my TBR because I got so many things to read. Oh, I was gonna wrap gifts today too. Shit. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow when I get home. Oh, I gotta edit this vlog tomorrow. Oh, time management. I will catch up with you tomorrow. I'm gonna go to bed. I promise. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm not going to read this anymore, even though I really want to. And I will catch up with you tomorrow for the end of the vlog.